Om Shanti, Morning Murli, 14th September. Sweet letter of Bap Dada for sweet children. Essence, sweet children. This is Ravan's cottage of sorrow. This is Ravan's cottage of sorrow in which everyone is unhappy. You are now chasing Ravan away. There will then be cries of victory and you will then all go to the cottage free from sorrow. Question: on what basis can you claim a high status even among the subjects, and what is the example of that? On what basis can you claim a high status even among the subjects, and what is the example of that? Answer: in order to claim a high status among us the subjects, surrender whatever handful of rice you have to the Father. Just as Sudama did. It is shown that Sudama gave a handful of rice and received the palace. However, in order to claim a royal status, you have to study very well and become complete pure. You have to study very well and become complete pure. You have to ensure everything you have. Song: at last the day has come for which we had been waiting. Om Shanti. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, is also called the boatman. The Khivaya means boatman is called the boatman who sits you in the boat and takes you across. Therefore, the Father is the boatman who takes you across to the other side. In the land of falsehood, there is a false income. This is a true income for the land of truth. The other is a false income. Bharat is now impure. Bharat is so large. The world is also so large. It is in the children's intellect that old Bharat is in the old world. What would the Bharat of tomorrow? That is the word of tomorrow be. You know how many human beings are there now? There are so many lands. Tomorrow there will definitely only be Bharat. It will be a divine kingdom. There will be the golden Dwarika. That means there will be the land of Krishna in Bharat. Lanka would not be there. The whole of Lanka means the world does not become golden. Bharat becomes golden. Lanka, that is Ravan's kingdom, comes to an end. Bharat becomes Dwarika, which is also called the land of Krishna. Dwarika exists in Bharat. Bharat becomes golden. Dwarka also becomes just the one kingdom. They say that Delhi was the land of angels on the bank of river Jamuna, where Shri Lakshmi and Narayan used to stay. There is then another kingdom in Dwarika. When there is the kingdom in Dwarika, Lakshmi and Narayan are not there. It is then the kingdom of someone else. The capital is on the banks of river Jamuna. There is not another kingdom there. You now know that whole of this old world, including Bharat, is to be sacrificed into this sacrificial fire of knowledge. There is a big, unlimited sacrificial fire into which the old world is to be totally sacrificed. In which the old world is to be totally sacrificed. The whole world, including Bharat, is to be sacrificed into this sacrificial fire of knowledge. This is a big unlimited sacrificial fire into which the old world is to be totally sacrificed. This should enter the hearts of you children. Ravan's world is so large. Rama's world would not be as large. There, Bharat itself will be heaven, and there would not be any name or trace of other lands. This is something to be understand. Your intellects have to imbibe this. Today, the word is old, and then tomorrow it will become new. You, the Brahman dynasty, will then become the Diti dynasty. You Brahmins will study and become part of the dynasty number wise. It is now the Shudra dynasty. The world does not know that the father ultimately has to come. Baba has very good postures of cautionaries made through which people can receive the father's introduction. However, none of them would be able to understand it unless it is explained to them personally. The father tells you, hear no evil, see no evil. They have made such a toy of monkeys. Baba is saying, you too were like monkeys. Your faces have now changed. Those who have the five vices are called monkeys. They have portrayed an image of Narad. When he said that he wanted to marry Lakshmi, he was told, look at your face in the mirror. They just made up that story. All of those things refers to this time. Some ask, can I marry Lakshmi? Baba says, first of all, let go of your monkey behavior. First of all, let go of your monkey behavior. Then why would not you be able to marry her? Baba has made you sensible and he will then liberate all souls from Ravan's chain through you and take them to Shivalya, temple of Shiva, or the cottage free from sorrow. At this time, all are in the cottage of sorrow. You are now chasing Ravan away and there will then be crisis of victory. All the devotees are Sitas. Only God is Rama. People call out, O Rama. In fact, Rama is Shiv Baba. In fact, Rama is Shiv Baba. Baba has come and explained to you that only Rama comes and grants salvation to everyone. He takes everyone to heaven, which is called the kingdom of Rama. Baba has had many good postures made. So you children have to go to Gita Pathshalas and explain to people. We write the Supreme Father. So then ask them what their relationship with the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul is. They would definitely say that he is the Father of all. Acha, since we are his children and he is unlimited Father and the creator of the new world, so we should all definitely go to heaven. Why are we still here in hell, in an impure world? Why is not it the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan? Bharat had the sovereignty of heaven. So now in the Iron Age, it is Ravan's kingdom. You were the masters of heaven, and there were no other religions at that time. 5,000 years ago, there was the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan. The kings were double crowned. They had a crown of purity and also a crown of jewels, studded with jewels. It became Rama's kingdom later on. Therefore, it should enter your intellect that it truly was their kingdom in Bharat. Lakshmi and Narayan are the first number. In the golden age, there are human beings with divine virtues, and they are the ones who take 84 births. What are the Lakshmi and Narayan now? They are all in the impure world. The father sits here and teaches them Raj Yoga. Those who lost their kingdom are once again studying Raj Yoga in order to gain the kingdom once again. You remember that you study Raj Yoga from the father every 5,000 years in order to claim your kingdom. So for half a cycle it is the kingdom of happiness and then the other half it is Ravan's kingdom of sorrow. So we are now once again studying God the Father comes and teaches us every 5,000 years. God speaks. Which God? Which God speak? They say that Krishna is God. You say that only incorporeal Shiva is God. Shri Krishna is a deity, and so you ask them, what is your relationship with Prajapita Brahma? Baba is saying, so ask them, what is your relationship with Prajapita Brahma? He is the father, one is Dada and other is Baba. At this time you have two fathers. Your third father is one who gives you a body. Those two are Prajapita Brahma and Shiv Baba. You claim your inheritance from your worldly father, limited inheritance. Whereas the Father from beyond this world now says, claim your unlimited inheritance from me. The Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul comes and makes impure one pure and makes them worthy of ruling a kingdom. The third question you ask them, who is the God of the Gita? They say that it is Shri Krishna. You say that Krishna is not the God of the Gita. Prajapita Brahma cannot be called God. Only Shiva be called God because he is incorporeal. Whereas this Prajapita Brahma is corporeal. Therefore, God is Shiva alone. Baba has also explained that you are Shiv Shaktis. You are an army. Renounce the vices and become viceless and pure and claim your kingdom. Then this kingdom of Ravan will end. You are now establishing your own kingdom and you will become its master tomorrow. Who gave the kingdom of Lakshmi and Narayan? You would say that it was the Supreme Father, the Supreme Soul, Shiva, who gave them their kingdom, and that is, he is giving it to them now. Shiv Baba says, I gave you the kingdom previously too, and I am now once again teaching you. So all of this will destroy it. The pure word will be established, and you will then build palaces of gold and diamond there. You will rule there. So this is your aim and objective. So we are becoming Lakshmi and Narayan. This is the highest status of all. Who taught them? It must definitely have been the highest on high Father who taught them. They are now once again studying Raj Yoga, and so they will claim that status in the future. The same applies to you. All the religions will end in a short time. The deity religion is established through Brahma. Destruction of the old world is through Shankar, and then sustenance is through Vishnu. Lakshmi and Narayan will sustain it. These things have to be understood. The life of yours is said to be invaluable. You win the lottery from Shiv Baba. Those who claim the first number in a race receiving a big prize. So this Lakshmi and Narayan claim the first number. They race faster than you. Brahma is number one, and then there is Saraswati. This is a race of the power of yoga. Baba has explained that in the golden age it is first Lakshmi and then Narayan. Here Saraswati is the daughter of Brahma. This is why you don't say Saraswati Brahma. First is Brahma and then his daughter Saraswati. They are called Jagdamba, word mother, and Jagat Pita, word father. They cannot be husband and wife. When they go to golden age, their names will change. First is Lakshmi and then Narayan, whereas here is first Brahma and then Saraswati, because she is the daughter. You now know that you are changing from human beings into deities. The more elevated the effort you make, the more elevated the status you will claim. It is as though you are changing from beggars to princes. If you study well, you will become kings. If you don't study well and don't become pure, you would not claim a kingdom. Shiv Baba gives you your inheritance of the kingdom. If you don't claim the kingdom and don't become pure, you will be one of the subjects. However, even the subjects are number wise. Some ask, how can we claim a high status amongst the subjects? In that case, the example of Sudama is given. He gave a handful of rice and received a palace in return. Those who give a handful of hair receive a palace for 21 births. This is your insurance. So each one of you insures yourself with God. They give to the poor in the name of God. Some give food, others give wealth, and some even build a building for others. They definitely put something aside for charity because they commit a lot of sin. They give donations and perform charity. So that means they are insuring themselves. According to their donation and their charity, they take birth in a good home in their next birth. For instance, if someone builds a hospital, he will less illness in his next birth. If someone opens a new university, he receives the fruit of that in his next birth. He would have a very good education. That is donating and performing charities indirectly. Now the fathers tell you directly, however much you insure, you will receive the fruit of that for your future 21 births. Then it depends on you how much you do. The father is the best ever. What would Shiv Baba do with something he took from you? He says everything is for you children. People donate to the poor and so they receive the fruit of that from God. Here too Shiv Baba says you give a handful and you receive the fruit of that for 21 births in the new world. It is up to you whether you claim the Sun Dynasty kingdom or the Moon Dynasty kingdom, or whether you become wealthy subjects or poor subjects. You continue to receive Shrimad through which you can become elevated kings and queens or subjects. You continue to watch all of this as detached observer. The father says you can take whatever you want. He is called the insurance magnate. He is incognito. You know that Baba has now come here personally and he is giving us our inheritance for 21 births. Baba says the more you insure yourself and belong to me, the more right you have to claim a kingdom. How do you belong to the Father? You say that Baba gave you everything. The Father says you say that God gave you everything, that's all. Don't think that anything belongs to you. Don't have any attachment. If you do have attachment, you would not receive a kingdom. While living at home with your families, follow Shrimat and there would not be any attachment. You gave this guarantee, Baba, when you came, I will belong to you. I only have you. You are now going to the Father and then Baba will send you to heaven. Baba speaks to you every day. He has now been speaking to you for so many years. Very little time now remains. This is Baba's long boot. This is Baba's long boot. Baba has entered this old shoe. He says, I give you children the news of the beginning, the middle and end of the world. I am knowledgeful, blissful and liberator. I am the remover of sorrow and bestower of happiness. The more you continue to remember the Father, the more your sins will continue to be cut away. Acha, to the sweetest beloved, long lost and now found children, love, remembrance and good morning from the mother, the father, Bap Dada. The spiritual father says Namaste to the spiritual children, and we spiritual children says Namaste, good morning to our sweetest spiritual father. Essence for Dharana. First, in order to claim a royal status, follow Shrimad completely. Don't have attachment to anything. Make this lesson firm. Mine is the one Father and none other. Hear no evil, see no evil, talk no evil. Follow this direction of the Fathers and become worthy of sitting in a temple. Today's blessing, feel Baba's hand on your head and take blessing. May you control yourself with controlling power and put a full stop as a constantly powerful soul. May you control yourself with controlling power and put a full stop as a constantly powerful soul. Baba is saying the awareness of the Father, the point, and you, a soul, the point, makes you powerful in putting a full stop. The awareness of the Father, the point, and you, a soul, the point, makes you powerful in putting a full stop, that is a point. A powerful soul has the controlling power to control himself. Such souls don't control others, but they use the power of transformation to have control over themselves. They have the power to put right anything that has gone wrong. They never ask, am I someone who has to do this all time? Do I have to tolerate everything all the time? A powerful soul would think, this is not dying but playing self-sovereignty for heaven. Slogan: only those who have the specialty of determination in their every thought can become instruments to reveal the Father. Only those who have the specialty of determination in their every thought can become instruments to reveal the Father. Om Shanti. Thank you, Baba.